how to get traffic to your offer. My favorite traffic is free traffic. And the easiest place to start there is social media. So we're going to start with social media because I want you to learn how to do this. The cheapest, the easiest, the fastest way possible. Let's just jump right in. With social media, we have short form video, long form video, written content, posts, blogs, etc. With short form video, I'll go into more on that in just a second, but we're talking about like reels on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Long form video is mostly on YouTube. You can share it and take a YouTube video and separate it into shorts and put it on other social medias. Written content. Now, I know someone that started off writing blogs because he didn't want to be on camera, and he, within like 6 months, made 6 figures. But he was really good at writing blogs. So if you're one of these people that's really good at writing and you don't want to show your face, I mean, you can do blogs. And posts right now, Facebook is doing, people are doing really, really good. And all they're doing is like written content and posts. Seriously, like words typed using ChatGPT and blowing up right now. Now you're probably wondering, okay, Shelly, but where do I come up with all of this content that I'm supposed to post on social media? I got you. If you've watched some of my other videos in this series, it can be something that you have learned. It can be your journey. It can be tools that help you get your content and dig deeper. One is answerthepublic.com. I love that one because you can get all kinds of ideas and it shows you literally what people are searching for in Google. There's Ubersuggest. Now with Ubersuggest, it can even dig deeper when it comes to the keywords and stuff that you want to use for your content. There's Perplexity AI along with ChatGPT. I don't know if you know it or not, but ChatGPT actually has a deep research feature. So you can use that too. And let's not forget books. I did a TikTok one time and I call everything a TikTok. I did a reel one time and it blew up. And it was talking about where you can take a book and from that book, from the very beginning, I mean, you can use every single idea in it to come up with a video idea, to come up with a post. So you could get all kinds of content just from one book. Now, what is important? You want people to know, like, and trust you. Now, you've probably heard this before because it's really important. And I personally think the best way to do this is with video. Because I'm right here. You see who I am. You see how I react, how I talk. And people that can relate to you. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that gets kind of scared and like, well, maybe I could start off with some Faceless. Now, I use a software called Syllaby. It's the cheapest, easiest thing that's out there. And you can even use AI that's inside of it. And it's really, really cool. If I remember right, I'll have the link down below. But I also have other videos on it on my YouTube channel. But it's really cool. And you can, within like 5 minutes, you can come up with content for like a whole month. So if you want to go that way, you can. But I suggest that you use your face if you can. At least I believe that you'll get the results that you want a lot faster when you're willing to show your face. Because it makes you vulnerable. It does put you out there. But, I mean, hey, you get some of this. And it's easier to gain trust. And, again, if you're someone that doesn't want to show your face, I suggest blogs and written posts on Facebook. At least the time I'm putting this video out right now. And if you want to try to do it, the most perfect mixture is just do a little bit of both. You know, do a little bit of, I suggest to people to always pick one platform. Where people have been successful, where they mess up is where you learn the most. And forever, I kept trying to be everywhere until I nailed down one platform, 2 at the most. So mine was YouTube and Facebook. And then once I figured them out, I mean, you can use software like Content 360, Metricool, it doesn't matter. And then you can post and then put it everywhere. But you really want to focus on those 1 or 2 platforms first. And then if it's something like Facebook, you could do video and written content. Okay, honestly, the main thing with any kind of content, whether this says short form video, but it really fits in with any kind of content that you make. Your hook, story, offer. Now, I also look at it sometimes like a meal because you can have an entree or a starter, and then you can have your meal and then your dessert. So the hook is one big idea, get attention, stop the scroll. No, you don't have to show screenshots. Now, in the past, it was really popular. People needed to show screenshots of how well they'd done, and FTC has actually cracked down on that, and it's kind of frowned on. So if you're a beginner, because I used to have beginners be like, well, Shelly, I'm just starting off. So you can show where people have posted testimonials and stuff if it's something that you're promoting that's in that software or in program or whatever. But, and say you made, your first 100 subscribers on YouTube. You can be like, hey, yes, I did it. But you don't have to be like, oh, I made blah, 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 blah. And then the story, which is in the middle, the guts, the meat that tells what you're talking about. And then the offer is the dessert. So at the end, you can be like, hey, by the way, comment a keyword and I'll send you a free lead magnet, or comment, or sometimes I'll mix it up a little bit. Sometimes I'll say like, check my comments, and I might even have like the first link will be the offer right there. On video, sometimes to keep people, I'll say watch to the end, and like say if you're given, for example, 3 tips, then at the end of it, you can say, I'll give you the last tip at the end of the video. So that way you get them all the way to the end. Now, in order to do digital marketing, a lot of people tell you just to get like your link and post it everywhere, when that's really not what you're supposed to do. You use a system, and the system is, for one, to bring the traffic. You have to bring the traffic, like we're doing posts or videos or YouTube videos. And then you have to have the rest of the system, though, which is the digital marketing software. And a lot of people don't tell you, oh, you really do, you need some software. You do. And I always try to tell people to use the cheapest, easiest, best. And for example, for YouTube, you can use Loom for free. I think now you can only do like 5 minutes, but you can still, it's free, or you pay for it, or I use Filmora 10 or it's 11 now. I don't know. I use Filmora. It's one price and free upgrades. And then I also use 𝐒𝐚𝐫𝐜𝐿, but it's more expensive. And every couple years when they come up with an upgrade, you have to pay for it. So I suggest you use Filmora. I am an affiliate marketer. I do think I have a link. If I do, I try to remember to put it in the description. But that way you get the free upgrades. It's a whole lot cheaper, because if I remember right, it's between 50 and 80, and I do know that 𝐒𝐚𝐫𝐜𝐿 is more like around $300. Don't suggest using CapCut no more, because they changed their regulations, and they say that no matter what you do with it, they own everything that you create with it. So no. Okay, now I like to use this picture because, for example, it just says TikTok. It can be Reels. I'm actually bigger on Facebook I used to be more into the TikTok, but I'm more into Facebook Reels these days. So, but you could put anything where the TikTok is, and then you have YouTube, Facebook, and if you want to do YouTube, again, you can take the YouTube video, break it down into pieces, distribute it everywhere. We can do it all kinds of different ways. And there's also Instagram. It's just not on the picture. I was talking about software. Now, there is a software called Syllaby, and it's free for like 3 funnels. So it's perfect for beginners. I'll put that down in the description. And then I started using Flowdesk email autoresponder, because I was using one called ActiveCampaign, and it was costing me, I think at one point I was getting close to like around $400 a month, and it was insane. And they even went up. And the good thing about Flowdesk, I like it where you can buy software and it's one price. Well, but with this, as of right now, it is going to go up, but right now you can pay one price and then it doesn't go up. Now they are fixing to go up because it's been out for a little while, it's been tested, but still, I don't know how much it's going to go up. I would still rather pay one price, even if it goes up to $100, and it's not $100. You can use my code I'll put down in the description, and it's like 20 something or 30 something right now, and I don't care if it goes up to $100. I would still rather pay that, because you get locked in, and then the more people that you get added on, the price goes up. No, I don't know if they're going to make it that way like all of the other autoresponders. So if you could right now get in, it's really easy. It's the best software that has pictures and where you can do newsletters and stuff like that. But that's what I do for my email. So what you do is, let's just say that you start off, a lot of people's too scared to do YouTube. So let's say, that's why I put TikTok right there, a short form video. Okay. And then you can take that, you can put it on Facebook. You can also put it on YouTube, which is shorts. And now that we have AI, you can put it in AI, or at least put your script or the topic and then put it in AI and say, hey, can you create this for for a Facebook post? And then you can put it in Facebook. Then you take that and you're going to put it out on all the software, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, whatever. And then someone will land on your landing page. If you haven't seen the video where I talk about sales funnels, then you need to watch it. I'll put it up here if you wanted to go ahead and watch that. Or you can finish this one and then go back and watch it. But then they're going to land on your landing page, collect your name, email, address, and so you get to collect those on the back end. If someone says the back end, they're talking about email, the autoresponder. So then you're going to have it where what I do is I set up, you can set up they say between 4 and 10. You can make it less, you can make it more, it's up to you. In your autoresponder, where it automatically, as soon as someone lands on it, they go out. And then you can have all kinds of different sequences, or you can literally just send them out randomly to whichever audience that you want. You can create different audiences. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, go ahead and you can put it down in the comments and let me know. Also, if you're this far, I want to help you getting your message across a little bit easier. And keywords can really help with that. 3 exercises that's best for 6-pack abs. The best 3 moves that's going to get you 6-pack abs. Now, a lot of people will be like, 6-pack abs, you can get this in my course. I'm going to teach you how to get a flat stomach, and that's boring. So you need to try to make it as sexy as possible, more intriguing. Even if you have to completely reword it, then reword it. Something that's going to be a hook. Remember, hook, and the story, then the offer. Here's some really good ways that's really popular and works pretty good. The 3 steps. So you start off with 3 steps, blah, 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 blah. 3 ways. 3 ways to 3 answers. 3 answers that will, 3 keys. This is 3 keys that, I have 3 keys, 3 secrets. There's 3 secrets to, I know these 3 hidden secrets that, 3 secrets to results in less time. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Then again, the meat of the story, and this is there. As you can see, a lot of gurus make it sound like it's really hard, but basically, you have content across social media that you post your funnel to, that has a landing page that leads to emails. And that does what? It helps you follow up on the back end. So I'm not going to go into paid traffic. That's a whole nother beast. That's a whole nother video. However, I'm going to tell you a secret that got me started a long time ago. And it has to do with solo ads. Solo ads. They're easy because you're not the one that does them, and they're cheap. The hardest part is knowing who to use. It really is, because you don't know who you can trust. But I can honestly say it's what really helped me build my email list so long ago, and even helped me. I've won several contests that had just like affiliate contests and stuff like that, and I've used solo ads. Now, what's good for you is I know at least $10,000. I spent over $10,000 testing and trying out a whole bunch of different programs that did it and people, and I know the cheapest, easiest, best, and it's who I use, and I'm going to share it with you. I'll go ahead and I'll put his name and how you can reach out to him with his description in the description. And so if you want to get started that way, that's good too. Again, it's just testing, and especially like if you have a new offer that you want to put out, it's a really good idea to use solo ads because they're cheap for testing, and then you can use it, and then it can also start, not only you can test to see how good your offer is, even if it's an affiliate offer, and you can start building your email list at the same time. Now, if you want to go farther down the rabbit hole and learn more when it comes to digital marketing, then see the very first link in the description. And I had one more video I was going to add to this series, but I may not. So if this is the last one, then you definitely want to dig in and get started. And if I do add another one, then go ahead and watch it, because I'm going to be in it no matter what video is going to be coming up next. So watch it because I'm in it. And if you like this one, then I'm probably sure you're going to like the next one. See you there.